Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Evolution. So in the last episode we were on Alpha 1.0.4 and we didn't really do too much. There weren't any new features for us to mess around with, so what we ended up doing was actually building an art gallery, as you can kind of see from over here. In this episode we are on Alpha version 1.0.6, so we've again skipped a version, which is Alpha 1.0.5. So as per usual, as we normally do with these videos, or as I did in the last episode, I guess, we're just going to go through all of the new additions before we get to the main part of the video. Alright, starting off with Alpha 1.0.5's additions, we are back in our winter world over here. So if you do remember from the last episode, Alpha 1.0.4 actually added these winter worlds to the game, which are a somewhat rare world type. I think it was a 25% chance of getting these upon generating a world where it's just perpetually snowing. You know, everywhere snow, there's snowfall. That's pretty much what these worlds are. So Alpha 1.0.5 hasn't really added anything all too much, like maybe a couple of changes, but the main features that it's added is snow and snow blocks, and or rather, I wouldn't really say snow, probably snowballs. So snow's already here, but now we have snowballs. We could actually go ahead and get these by digging with this shovel over here. So one thing to note is the snowballs were actually obtainable without a shovel in Alpha 1.0.5. Alpha 1.0.5_01, which those _01, 02 updates, whatever, those are pretty much just hotfix updates. That one actually added the necessity for a shovel upon, to gather snowballs. You need a shovel to do it, along with the stack size changing. So snowballs originally, I think, stacked up to 64, then they were changed to stack up to 8, which then leads me into Alpha 1.0.6, which changed the stack size to 16, as we know today in the modern game. So I did kind of want to go back to the actual versions and demonstrate like that, but I'll confess to you all, I'm a little bit lazy, so I'm not doing that. But if we go over to the workbench here, I believe the snow block recipe is not actually 9. It was 9 blocks like that. It's actually 4 as it is in the modern game, but it was 9 blocks in one of the earlier builds. Yeah, so now we have snowballs and snow blocks. Go ahead and throw these. Gotta love that sound. It's so violent for no reason. So with that whole winter world stuff out of the way, we could finally get to the main parts of Alpha 1.0.6. So as you can clearly see, the previous update wasn't really too big in terms of content, and again, we're not in a winter world, nor do we have biomes yet, so any of those snow, snowball, whatever related additions and changes doesn't really matter to us right now. So Alpha 1.0.6, what is the deal? So this update is the 5th Secret Friday update. So again, you'll notice the theme with these episodes is we, at least for now, are updating to all of the Secret Friday updates. So the additions that this version has brought in are cactuses, or cacti I should say, boats, and fancy trees. So by fancy trees I would assume that that means the big trees, so I'm guessing we'll start seeing that in some of the new terrain now. But yeah, there's also some other changes. We got the removal of leaf decay, which I did realize this as I was kind of gathering materials off camera. The leaves just aren't decaying, so we're going to need to do something about these. But one of the other changes that are notable is that animals now only spawn on grass, which is very nice for us. As you would know, if you did watch the last episode, I did have a very big animal problem while building this art gallery. There was just animals everywhere. Now this won't really help us because I was building on grass, so they're going to spawn everywhere anyway. But now they won't spawn in our house anymore, so I guess that's good. One of the other things I did notice, I actually didn't really note it down. I've got a notepad open on my other monitor just to look at these changes, but one of the other things I actually noticed is items are actually now held in third person. So if I bring up the inventory screen here, or if I go to F5, you could actually see I'm holding this pickaxe, so that's pretty nice. Gotta forget about this walking animation. But one thing I did actually notice is items are massive. Look at the size of that water bucket. See, if I bring this these ingots down, or if I bring these arrows down, you can see that they're just absolutely massive. But anyways, so what are we doing today? So as I did note, boats are one of our new additions. So what I want to actually do in this episode is build a dock and maybe sail the boat around, or maybe go up to some new terrain, maybe try finding some cacti as well. Could start growing some here. But real quick, I did note the leaves not decaying. So what I want to actually try and do is make a flint and steel and actually burn these down. Because if I'm not wrong, I believe prior to beta 1.5, I think, fire spreads absolutely crazy. Like, I don't know if any of you are, I guess, well versed in old Minecraft stuff, you probably would have seen that one video of the guy building a fireplace and his house just burns down. An absolute classic. But yeah, so I just want to see if the fire will burn fast. I'm pretty sure it will. There we go. So that is up and still. Look at the size of it, man. I won't get over that. It's so wacky. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and try this out here. Is there anything... Alright, now I don't know the distance in which this can spread. What I'll kind of do is I'll try and contain the fire a little bit by just removing these leaves here. Because I don't know if it can like pop like a couple blocks or if it needs to be directly next to the logs. You know, more akin to how it works in the modern versions. But I've got to be honest, I don't know why the hell they removed leaf decay. I'm guessing it was just some like experimental thing, or maybe something got to do with the addition of the big trees again. But it does get re-added, so that would be nice to get. Unfortunately, we don't have it right now. So let's just set that ablaze, and let's see. Right, so it appears that leaves aren't flammable. Never mind, I take my words back. Okay, they are flammable. It's a bit slower than I thought it would be. I am on hard as well, I'm pretty sure. So I think the speed in which it spreads does depend on difficulty. Okay, yeah, there you go. I don't know why I remember it being faster, but yeah, it is definitely more violent than the modern versions. So I guess we'll just let that do its thing. Just clear up the leaves a little bit. Might as well just go around to each and every one of these and burn them down. Alright, well that does its thing. Let's move on. So, as I did note, yeah, the last thing we did in the previous episode was build this art gallery over here. And I did say at the end of that one, like what I did want to do in that episode was go through each of the paintings, because obviously these are all of Christopher Zetterstrand's paintings, and they do have real life counterparts. What I wanted to do was go through all of them and actually compare them to the real life ones. And I didn't end up doing that. And I did say that I would do that in this episode. I will say that I probably won't. I might actually, what I might do is leave this for, I believe it was Alpha 1.1.1. which actually adds some of the newer paintings. So there's this whole like empty area here that I've left for some of the newer paintings that aren't in the game just yet. So when that update comes, we'll actually do that. We'll go through each of these and we'll do the comparison. But for now, I don't want to do that. Instead, like I said, we'll focus on the main purpose of this video, which is the boats. Sorry, I just want to check back on my forest fire here. Are you spreading anywhere that you shouldn't be? No. Okay, wow, it's even on the ground. So yeah, we're going to be building a dock today. So you may notice I've done a little bit of terraforming over here. So this area originally kind of, the sand went a bit more this way and the hill kind of started there. Instead I've kind of bordered a bit forward just to give us a bit of room. So, if, you know, if we want to add any builds here, because I did say I did want to kind of block off the side of the art museum because it is a little bit, you know, ugly. But yeah, so I've done that. I've also gone ahead and actually filled this in with water. So originally this this was just a sand pit. So what I did was like kind of close off that section and I just added a bunch of water here. I also brought a pathway over this way. So originally this wasn't here. And I kind of made it pivot that way as well. But what I want to do is on this little offshoot here is actually add the docks here. So I've already kind of placed some wood. So we'll just kind of continue from here. And here we go. So I'm going to bring out these logs. It's going to be pretty basic. We're just going to use planks and logs. I mean, we don't really have much else to use. Unfortunately, we don't have slabs in the game either. So, yeah, that's a bit shit. But I'm going to try using these stairs as well. I did kind of mess around with just kind of a little bit of concepts and stuff. But again, it's a dock. You don't really need to make any crazy concepts for it. But yeah, so we'll just kind of bring this out like this. So what I do want to do is, obviously after building this, what I want to do is actually go over to the redstone mine. So if you remember in episode 3 when redstone was added, we had to go out to new chunks to actually start mining redstone, because obviously we weren't generating old ones. What I was thinking of doing was actually making some docks over there as well, so we can sail the boat back and forth instead of having to walk all the way there. Assuming that I can get around with, through the ocean. I believe I can. So we'll give that a shot. Alright, so let's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna place some more kind of support beams here. Get out of here. So I was kind of playing around with where I should place these docks. I wasn't really too sure. Originally I actually wanted to place them a bit more over there in that like bay area, but I thought it was just a bit too like wide and open to do it. So what I might do is actually just kind of cut through this sand a little bit just to give us some room. And we can kind of go through like that. I'll be honest, I haven't actually really experimented around with these boats at all, so I don't know if they're, you know, really, really bad or somewhat handleable, I guess. Alright, let's what I was doing. I think it was like this, and then I had some stairs here just to kind of go down onto the boat and then just bring it out like this. There we go. We'll add some more logs on the end as well. Bam, 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 bam. There we go. Okay, so we bring this around. Some logs. That is not where I meant to put it, but that's okay. Let's jump up. There we go. Alright. Beautiful. Thank you for watching, guys. That is the end of the episode. No, I'm just kidding. It's not even complete. Can't even make the joke yet. God. Okay, I do want to also just add a ladder here, just in case we fall in. But yeah, so this episode probably won't be too long either. I'm probably just going to kind of rush it, I'll be honest. I just kind of want to get this one out. But, yeah, so, I don't know why I made those sticks. That should be good. I mean, it's pretty basic. It does what it needs to do, I guess. So what we'll actually do, I'll actually just go around there real quick and, place some torches first. Let's do that. Get this area nice and lit up. We'll just kind of dig through this sand over here. So this beach over here is actually where my initial spawn point was. I wasn't too sure where I had spawned, so I had to go look back at the old footage. I believe it was this block right here. Because I wanted to make sure, just in case my like spawn point was like here, because this is where I'm going to dig through. I didn't want to, you know, flood it with water. I'm thinking of maybe like putting something at the original spawn point. But yeah, so thankfully it's not in the way. So we don't have to worry about that. Fill that in very nicely. Beautiful. Alright, we can maybe widen it a little bit more. Do a little bit more on this end. Just because these boats are absolute dog shit. I know they're really bad even in the newer versions, like, you know, prior to 1.9, but they're especially awful in alpha and beta. So this is going to be one hell of a thing. Yeah, watch me craft this thing and then figure out it doesn't even work or some shit. It's always some sort of quirk. Okay. Now, we can go ahead and actually craft our boat. So it is the same recipe that we know. Very lovely, there we go. So let's go ahead and give this a quick test run. Let me just get rid of this workbench. And let's test this out, let's see how we go. Okay, just spawned in the complete wrong direction, thank you. Let's kind of push you out. Alright, there we go. Whoa. Holy shit, this thing is slow. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, it's controlled with the mouse and the A and D keys, but oh my god. Yeah, I don't remember the boat ever being this slow, I'll be honest. I've played a lot of old Minecraft and I don't remember the boat being this slow. Maybe I just haven't played enough alpha. Yeah, so I guess now we can just take the water to where we need to go. So what we'll actually do is I'm going to wait for the sun to rise, or at least the nighttime to be nearly complete, and then we'll kind of slowly start sailing over to where our mines were. So I'll be back, and once it's there, we'll begin our journey. Alright, so I've gone ahead and I've equipped some iron armor. I made a new set because my previous set had absolutely been demolished. There is still so many sheep and pigs everywhere, man. This stuff is so annoying. Anyways, so we'll begin our journey here. If I can turn the boat out of here, hold on. Oh, okay, that works. I'm not complaining. Alright, let's begin. Let's see if we can actually get there via the ocean. If we can, that's very helpful. Saves us a lot of walking. And it's a bit more safer as well. Okay, we'll probably end up generating some new chunks while we're going out this way as well. Ooh, look at that. Oh, that's pretty cool. A little overhang there. Yeah, so I did mention as well, cacti were added in this update, so we might maybe try and find some. It would be pretty cool to do that, because I do eventually want to start working on farming. I'm not sure when I'll do it, but it'll be in one of the future episodes. Oh, hold on. Let's take a quick detour over this way. So I did also mention that fancy trees were added, and by fancy trees I mean big trees. It's called fancy trees on the wiki, I don't know why. But yeah, so there you go. So here are some new chunks, clearly. Alpha 1.0.6 chunks. You can see some of the big trees. So I believe these big trees were actually in an earlier version of InfDev, but I don't think they were in the version that we started in. So we started in, I think it was 2010-06-18, which was Secret Friday 1. Yeah, I think they got removed and they actually got added back in this. So that's pretty cool. We can now get those. That's very lovely. But we'll continue on our journey here. I don't want to generate too many chunks. I feel like I've already generated a lot. just to kind of minimize the amount of walking and shit we have to do to find new terrain with some new features and stuff. I guess while we're going, I might as well talk about the Secret updates, Secret Friday updates. So I've been meaning to talk about it in every one of these videos. I've never really said anything about them. So what are these Secret Friday updates? Just for those who don't know. So the Secret updates, pretty basic. There were these updates that Notch released back in the day that he never really announced, or sometimes he did announce, but he just would never say what was in them. And I think players just kind of had to figure them out by themselves, which is pretty cool. There's pretty much nothing else. So I believe there was 9 Secret Friday updates released, and there was actually a 10th one, but that was a Secret Saturday update, so that one was actually released on a Saturday instead. And I believe that final one's actually the one that added sneaking to the game, so that's one I highly anticipate. But yeah, for this series, I'm just kind of going to each of these secret updates because they're usually the ones that end up having the most amount of content. You know, the interesting thing with Alpha is there's not really many new things that come into the game. In each of oh my god, I can't speak. In each of these updates, you know, there's a lot of them that just kind of have basic bug fixes and, you know, some other small stuff. But these Secret Friday updates are usually the ones that have the most amount of things. So once we do get to beta, it will definitely be a lot more streamlined because every beta release, you know, it's a beta 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5. It's none of these 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. It's none of these incremental things. Yeah. So anyways, here we are. It's been a little bit since I've been here. So what we'll do is, of course, build the docks. Now, where could we build them? This is, again, another pretty big beach. I think this is a good location, or rather, yeah, I'll do here. Bam. Did they fix? Yes, they did. Thank you. We'll put the logs here. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, 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 up. And up. There we go. Do that, and then do that. There we go. Come around. At our stairs. Extend that out. Bring it out one more, actually. Yep. Up, up, and bang, bang. There we go. Beautiful. So now we have some nice docks over here, so we can easily go back and forth. I might maybe one day do like a railway system as well. I do like building minecart tracks. I think that would be pretty fun to do, but I don't know. We'll see. Righty. So now what I'll quickly do is I'll just link up this these docks over here with the house. Let's just do that real quick. Okay, nice. So now we have a nice pathway going back and forth. I will also just add some torches. Let me do that real quick. Alright, that is our mission complete. So we've done the boat related stuff now. Now what I want to do is try sailing over. I might go over that way and we'll just kind of pass some beaches and see if we can find any cacti. Okay. Oh. Hold on a second. Is that what I think it is? I believe so. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we've gone ahead and found ourselves a surface dungeon. However, this is an underwater surface dungeon. I don't think I've ever seen one of these in all of my years playing this game. So, yeah, so we saw the addition of dungeons back in the second episode, which was part of Secret Friday 2. And, so there's the two variations. There's the ones that you find on the ground, and there's the surface ones, which spawn like this, except usually not underwater. But they spawn like this on the surface, where, you know, they do have some sand on the bottom where it kind of obscures the chests and the spawners, so you just kind of have to dig through it. But, yeah, like, I have never seen one that was submerged underwater before. This is a first for me. What I might try and do... Okay, hold up. I'm gonna try doing the door trick here, because, I do need air. Get rid of the water there. There we go. So now we can see a little bit more. Alright, I kind of missed where the chests were. I won't lie. I don't know why I didn't dig down. So those, there you go. So where those bits of sand were, like where there was like one like sand higher than the rest, those are where the chests and the spawner are. The spawner's always usually in the middle anyway. What spawner do we have? Can't really see, I'm blind. Is that a... Hold on. Let's get some air. Gotta like lean into the screen, I can't see shit. Let me try just like blocking this off real quick and then... Let's do that. Oh, it's a skeleton spawner, nice. I actually wanted to find this type of spawner beforehand. But we ended up finding a zombie one. The skeleton ones are actually very helpful. We can get bones and arrows from them. So that's really nice to know. This is in a really cool spot. Like, I just gotta say it again. Like, I've never seen a spawner spawn like this. But I will definitely keep note of this, because making a skeleton farm would definitely be very handy. But we'll go ahead and take our loot and leave. Oh, there we go. We've got bread, we've got string, gunpowder, another bucket, and some wheat. Lovely. Another saddle, more gunpowder, another bucket, then a stack, I forgot. And some more bread. Awesome. Alright. Yeah, we'll definitely make note of this. I'll just leave the door and stuff here. But damn, that's actually really cool. I'll actually, I'll do a little dirt bacon here. Just stack some dirt up. Alright, can I make it? No. Okay, let's continue on, but damn dude, that is a really cool discovery. I guess I did render in a lot of these chunks, eh? Yeah, wait, no, I think this is the ocean that was, near where the zombie spawn. I think the zombie spawn is over that way, so I did actually go this way. Oh, hold up. Big tree spotted. And that's a cactus. Beautiful. Alright, we found what we came for. We found our treasure. It's only one, though. That's fine. We can grow some more. But I think it's... Is that more over there? No, that's just dirt. Oh, no! Oh, my boat's gone. Forgot to anchor it. Damn it. Alright, let's take that. Oh, they're actually... Oh, that's a interesting texture. They don't have the top texture just yet. I guess it's just... Oh, that's just the item texture. Okay, interesting. But I also noticed they're not massive when they drop. In some of the later versions, they are, like, just ginormous whenever they get dropped. Yeah, I'm not seeing any more, but that's fine. We'll just go ahead and take this back to our home. And in a future episode, when we eventually work on a farm area, we can definitely plant it. That would be very lovely. Alright, here we are, the home stretch. Home sweet home. Lovely, let's go ahead and turn in here. And it's finally becoming day as well, we could finally see things. Holy shit, there are so many torches. This is one thing I hate, like, just about this game, is obviously you gotta light up areas so hostile mobs don't spawn. But god, the torches everywhere just look horrible. Like, I know people, like, can get really creative with the lighting, but I don't like it when there's... Oh, fuck. Rest in peace, boat. You served us well. That's tragic. Okay, I'm surprised. Did you? Son of a bitch. Did you shoot my boat? Or was that just my negligence? Ow. Okay, son of a bitch. Alright, well, I guess I've got to make another one now. I had a spare in my inventory, but... Anyways, yeah, I know that people get really creative with the way they kind of hide the lighting, but I don't really like it when there's lighting in areas where it doesn't really belong. Like, I want logic to where the lighting's coming from. Oh, it's the lights from inside a house, or it's a street lamp or something, you know, stuff like that. Hence why in my Evolution server world, the one that I made, the world tour, I've actually have World Guard installed on that, so I can just prevent mobs from spawning in the city area. But we'll go ahead and place this cactus right here, I guess. We'll come back to that once we move on to building like a farm or something. Alright, so I'm probably going to end the episode here. There wasn't really much to do in this episode. We just, you know, messed around with the boats and built some docks and stuff. It was a pretty basic episode. In the next episode, we see the addition of things like clay and sugarcane, so we'll be messing around with those. We'll definitely do some more exploring to go and find those, so we can, you know, build some structures out of brick and stuff. But I don't know, we'll see when that episode comes. If you do have any suggestions, feedback, whatever, feel free to leave them in the comments. Better yet, if you want, you can join my Discord. The link will be in the description. You know, if you want to leave any feedback or give suggestions or just talk, whatever. Or hell, even post your own worlds and builds. I do have channels for that. So anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.